Hey, congratulations. You thought about doing today's workout, and here you are. You made it happen. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeanette Gennaro. I'm a personal trainer, and I have a master's degree in exercise science. I'm using what I know on myself to get back into shape after baby number 3. And like always, you guys are coming along with me. Let's start marching in place. As you see from the video, I am 11 weeks of postpartum. If you are also 11 weeks postpartum and this is your first workout back, don't feel like you have to specifically do this video. You can start from the beginning. I started recording these workouts right from the beginning at 6 weeks. Those videos are a little bit crazy because they were live, but you can watch those. At around 7 or 8 weeks, things got a little bit more organized with the editing. But anyways, you could stick around for this workout. If you feel like it's a little bit too intense, then you can go back to one of those earlier videos. Open up your march. We're getting that body warmed up so we can safely do those exercises. Remember, your goal is to do those exercises as high intensity as you can. Every workout, you're creating a new threshold. So you want to safely push that limit. You don't want to overdo it because you're just going to set yourself back. We're going to do a total of 3 rounds of high intensity interval training. The first 2 rounds are going to be identical. This is because you're going to have about a minute break in between. So we don't want to take any time to have to rehearse those exercises. You know exactly what to expect. Then round number 3, it's going to be floor exercises. This will naturally make them a little bit more intense, so it could ease you into having 3 more higher intensity rounds of Tabata in the future. But right now, let's go ahead and rehearse those exercises. First round is jumping jacks. I am still not jumping, but if you want, you can do traditional jumping jacks, but I'm doing modified version. As you've heard in the earlier videos, the pelvic floor, I just wanted to give it a little bit more time to regain its strength without me doing all those bouncing type of activities, further stressing it out. It's been through a lot. Okay, back to rehearsing those movements. So the first one was modified jumping jack. Then I'm going to have you turn your toes to the side, feet open nice and wide. So you're in a plie position. You're going to reach to the side, arms swing down, come up, down, and over. Okay? So you make a full circle with the arms, which means you're going to do 2 plie squats. Okay? Go as deep as you comfortably can and as quickly as you comfortably can. Then those toes are going to point straight to the front. You're going to bend your left leg, keeping your right leg perfectly straight. Right now, my hips, I'm pushing them back towards the wall and I'm looking down towards the floor. Hips push under my chest and I look forward. From the side, this is what it looks like. See, pushing back, flat back, looking at the floor, coming up. So this is not going to be great for your knees. This great for your knees plus good for your glutes as well. And think about pushing off that heel so you can wake up those glutes as you come up. You're going to alternate within the same exercise going from right to left. Then a little bit more of a higher impact activity, not quite jumping, but skipping. You're going from side to side as quickly as possible. Be careful when you stop and move on the other side. Just pay attention to your knees. If it feels a little bit weird, slow down as you approach the point where you're going to move over to the other side. All right. Starting off with the jumping jacks. Keep that movement under control. Controlling your arms as you bring them up, but also as you pull them down. Toes pointed outward. I'm challenging myself today by going a little bit deeper with the plie squats than I usually do. Do not lean forward as you swing those arms around. Toes completely to the front now. Most important part here is to push those hips back to make sure you're activating those glutes and keeping your knees safe. Moving quickly and trying to skip as high as you can. Keep pushing through it. You know what exercises you're doing and how they feel. So now do them quickly and controlled. Push hips back, push them under. Pressing hard off your heel so you wake up those glutes. You're going to be feeling it on the inner thigh, on the leg that you're keeping straight. Excellent. Okay. You get about a minute to rest, and then we're going to do same exercises again. Focus on your form. Focus on doing it as quickly as possible while still doing them perfectly. So if you're sacrificing the form for a quicker pace, don't do that. Always prioritize your form. That's the purpose of this time. We're easing our body back into exercising. We're getting used to not having a baby inside of us anymore. It took 9 months for our body to change, And it's going to take a while for it to change back. And I'm not just talking about weight. I'm talking about your muscles being balanced, uh, flexible again. 10 seconds. Jump the gun there a little bit. When I am doing modified jacks, I really rely a lot on the arms to take that intensity up. So I move them quickly and sharply. I'm focusing here to move my arms evenly. I'm right-handed, so I'm feeling my right arm looking all sorts of neat and organized. Left arm is kind of going all over the place. Remember, push those hips back, keeping your back perfectly straight. You're bending from the hip, not from your back. All right, 4 more exercises, and we move it down to the floor. And remember, going as low as you comfortably can. Well, I should say safely, because you are putting some effort into it. It's a fine line when you're trying to push yourself to make sure you are putting forth a big effort, but doing so safely. How do you do that? Well, the most important thing is to focus on your form to make sure you're putting safety first. You made it. Let's move it down to the floor. All right. First exercise. You're bending your arm, keeping your head rested on your arm, keeping that leg on top as straight as possible. Knees and toes point to the front the entire time, okay? We want to engage the glute. If those knees and toes are even just a slightly bit pointed up, you're going to feel it in the quad. So we don't want the quad to take over for this. We want to give the glute a chance to shine. Hand is here in the front for balance. Back is perfectly straight. So straight line from your ankle all the way to the top of your head. And you're just lifting, letting your leg come as low as possible, putting it on the floor. If you see the curve of my hip, it's more so than when it's just straight. So you're really having to put a lot of effort to bring that leg up, okay? So we're going to do 20 seconds here. We're going to remain on this side. Both knees are going to bend, okay? You're still going to have your arm in front, but this arm here is going to wrap around, hold on to your lat. Now for balance purposes, I like putting the top foot on the floor, okay? The same way I have you guys press that heel down onto the floor, I'm going to have you grip the floor, and that's going to wake up your triceps, okay? So your hand is about level with your chest, elbow points up. You're going to push yourself up and come down. Notice how that elbow on my way down, I try to have it point up towards the ceiling, okay? If this is the first time you're doing this, it may feel awkward, so just safely get used to using all those muscles together. You're using your triceps and the back of your shoulder. Even on the way down, you're using the bicep a little bit to control you on the way down. Then we're going to go back to the same side, a set here, a set here. Then we're going to switch over to the other side and make it happen. All right, so getting ready. Straight line. And begin. You should be feeling the muscle working hard, but you should not be feeling discomfort in the joint. Rest. Just work yourself through it. The exercise itself is challenging, so just focus on doing the form correctly. That's high intensity enough if it's the first time that you do this exercise. Try to engage your core muscles to keep your upper body nice and still, so that hip, or that glute rather, does all the work. So you're not kind of like flopping everywhere. Hips stay in place as that leg comes up. Grip that floor, press hard through the heel of your hand. Now switch. As the weeks progress, we're going to be relying on more traditional high intensity activities for this third round. This is just a great way to get the body used to exercising for this amount of time. And that's the beauty of exercise. You progress through it, and what feels like high intensity at one point, as you create a new threshold and push your body to the limit, then that exercise is not going to feel as intense, and it becomes just a regular traditional exercise that you make a part of your workout. But for now, they feel pretty intense. Remember, you want to feel your muscles working hard, but you don't want to feel discomfort in the joint. Okay, this is the last one. Last exercise. Oh, you made it. Go ahead and turn onto your back. Stretch your legs out. Bring your arms up and back, bringing those shoulders all the way up to your ear. And relax. I'm going to have you turn to your side again. This time your body's perfectly straight, and you're going to bring that knee up in front of you. Let that ankle touch the floor, knee touches the floor, and you're feeling a little stretch here on the side. And go ahead and turn over to the other side. Starting off in a straight line, bring that leg up. Hip points straight up to the ceiling as you allow the side of your leg to stretch. Go ahead and make a fist. You're going to place it right underneath of your shoulder, and you're going to reach up and over to the side. Gently swing your arm down, reach up, and reaching as far as you safely can. Bring your arm down and switch sides. I like to make a fist because it puts less pressure on my wrist. Making sure the hip points straight to the front. Toe is pressed down on the floor. And reach up. Breathing in and out through your nose. The rate of your breathing has slowed down a little bit now, so you can begin to relax. And hold it. Reach, reach, reach. Excellent. Take your time standing up so you won't get dizzy. Continuing to stretch the side of our body. You're going to keep your head right over your right foot. You're going to bring that left foot out in front, okay? Now you're going to push your hip to the side. Don't lean over. Keep your chest lifted. You're going to be feeling the stretching the side of the leg, side of the glute as well. Gently bring that hip back to center. Okay, so now your head. Start off by standing right over that left foot. Knee is soft. Or head over, the left foot, right foot over. And push over to the left. As you exhale, let that hip sink down. There's no twisting involved, just stretching out the whole side of your body. And back up to center. Let's stretch out those triceps. Arm comes up, bend your elbow. Now let that shoulder joint come down. And you're using your fingertips to bring that elbow close to your head, but you're also pushing your elbow against those fingertips. That's how you stretch out your triceps. You don't want to just do this. All that's doing is stretching the joint. The purpose is to stretch out the muscle. Relax. Other side. Reach up. Bend that elbow as far as you can. Fingertips. Well, before you do that, drop that shoulder. Fingertips. Bring your elbow in and elbow pushes against those fingertips. Keep your knees soft whenever you're doing any stretches while standing. Relax that shoulder, release the elbow. And last stretch, making sure that your body is aligned. You want your knee over your ankle, knees remain soft. You're pushing your hips over your knee, or in some cases, depending on your posture, you're bringing your hips back. The point is they're right over your knees. And reach up. Those shoulders should be stacked right over those hips. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will see you in the next workout. Bye. Come here, sweetie. Hi. Hello. So until the next workout, you could check out one of the other videos for the Naked Formula where we strip another area of your life. Tina. Yeah. See. Yeah. Look.